And we arrived to our third series of the day, and we are going to have a knife fight in a phone booth, also known as ZVZ. Zerg versus Zerg, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get it on. Spawning at the top right side of Alcione. Shout out to Ace once again. We are looking at the main hatchery of our blue Zerg player. This is none other than Cerkof. Oops. And his opponent, our orange Zerg, is going for, I believe it's a standard opener. Yeah, it looks like a standard opener. It is none other than Cheeeeeese. It's quite wild to say that he's going for a standard opener and his name is Cheese. Okay, like, let's just clarify that much. I look at it, it's extremely mirrored. It's mirrored all the way. 100% mirrored. So, first overlords will go to the natural and get back to safety. Second overlord will go to the third base to see the third base timing. And I'm not sure where you want to send out the third overlord. I suppose you could send it out to a path where Zerglings could come in, like over here. You could send it over here, but I think this would be the best one, or maybe here if Zerglings somehow slip by. So you kind of want to set up a vision circle around your bases. In the meantime, both players go for extremely similar third base timings, which is the standard one. So no player is cheesing so far, and no player is actually doing anything wild. Now Cerkof is going for a super tiny tad bit later Baneling Nest, but it is still a wonderful wonderful mirror matchup so far. And now we are looking at the same 4 Zergling versus 4 Zergling battle. But this will actually prove that Cerkof is... Oh, never mind. Oh. Okay. Change of plans. We're kicking this this match into gear as we saw 24 Zerglings move across the map, and Cerkof is going to move literally into Cheese's vision. It's gonna have a couple of Banelings morphing. It could actually tank these Banelings right now. One Baneling falls, a second one could fall. These queens are going to fall for sure, and the Banelings are actually done with. Where are the Banelings of Cerkof? Cerkof has a couple of Banelings over here. Let's see the micro. The micro will be quite nice over here. Okay, he's gonna try to do something, but the third base on the side of Cheese is going to fall. More lings are on the way. Uh-oh. Is sending these 2 Banelings into the natural, and the queen is not in position. Uh-oh, this could mean trouble. Okay, he's going to soften up these drones. They're going to regen HP somewhat steadily, but it's not going to be that fast, so it is going to be quite difficult for Cheese to come back from this, as although Cerkof just now starts droning, he has that third base, and now, oh, that's actually nice, just throwing a single link into the Banes. Maybe it wasn't on purpose, but maybe it was. Who knows? Okay, no lair on the side of Cerkof. We have a lair incoming from Cheese. Oh, Cerkof sees this. We have Roachhorn Evo Chamber. Nice down there. Well, let's see. We have the lair and the Roachhorn coming in for Cerkof. And now, since Cerkof is the aggressor, Cheese needs to defend perfectly from now on, because he's going to fall behind in everything whatsoever. Now he has all the workers that he needs for a 2-base setup, and he could use the third as a macro hatch and later on keep droning it or something along those lines. I am really curious how he's going to handle it, as we don't have the gas is saturated, so it's kind of interesting. He rather wanted to saturate the minerals and he doesn't have any gas, and he plans to go for some roaches, which is not going to be great if he doesn't saturate the gases. Nigels fall and Cerkof's Overlord will go down. That is a bit painful, but it's not the end of the world. Cerkof is in a massive advantage in my opinion, as the gas bank is looking a lot better. Drones are equal, and we are looking at a tech equality. Double Evo chamber coming up, and if Cerkof plans to go for double upgrades, then it's going to be a really comfortable game for him, which I would love to see, by the way. Obviously he needs roach speed as well. Okay, there we go. So 1-1 missile carapace. It's gonna go for 1-1 roach timing most likely. He's gonna have to take the roach speed as well, which if he forgets that, it's gonna be a bit more interesting and painful. Hopefully he's not gonna forget it. I should take it now. It's not gonna take it now. Uh-oh. He's forgetting his road speed. Okay, there we go. Finally remembers the road speed. I think it's still gonna be in time for that 1-1 attack. At least should be the case. Now he's going to have... Oh, okay, a couple of links will crash into this. Uh-oh. Oh my god! Oh, that was a huge one! My lord! That was a beautiful bailing kit! Wow! Alright, we're gaming. We're gaming, boys. We're gamers here. Now I try to remember if a 1-1 or +2 will have the advantage. I mean, if Cerkof wants to do a timing, then obviously +2 is not going to finish. Not even by a large margin. It's gonna send out a couple of lings. It's gonna check if there is a 4th base. Cheese is also going to check if there is a 4th base anywhere. He doesn't see a 4th base with the Overlord. He's gonna see this drone though. Finally, 4th base is going to be taken. Now Cheese's 4th base is actually done, so it's gonna be a bit painful. He's down in supply, but if he can actually survive, he has a nice... He had a nice worker count number. But let's see if he has enough to actually defend here. Spine will burrow. We have a couple of Bailings over here and a bunch of roaches. Let's see, Bailings move forward. Cerkof needs to focus fire these. Okay, and he might get a better concave somehow. Okay, this could be a good concave for him. Nicely spreading these roaches over here. But is this going to be enough? He needs to somehow turn this convex into a concave. This first game is actually looking like a sort of a banger, to be honest. I mean, this is one of the more fun ZVZs. Lots of action early game. And then one player is the aggressor, the other one is the defender, of course. No player is like truly passive, so it's quite nice. After all, these are 2 Diamond 1 / Masters 3 caliber players. Not sure where they sit right now, but I know both of them were masters. And now we are actually looking at a couple of overlords being sniped here on the side of Cerkof. I mean, sorry, on the side of Cheese, but Cerkof snipes it. That's what I'm trying to say here. Okay, let's see the bios. Oh! The Hydra will die. It's actually not bad, but honestly, now that he added Hydras, if Cerkof somehow finds a way to just negate the effect of those Hydras, then it will be a really painful tap out for Cheese, as those Hydras need to stay in the back line. Okay, Bios are coming in. Okay, they get prevented to move back. And honestly, Cerkof has more. We know it. He doesn't know it, of course, because he doesn't have the numbers. But by the looks of it, he should have more, right? I mean, this looks like a larger blob of roaches than what Cheese has. I'm trying to look at his vision. Oh, now he's gonna move in. Let's see the Bios. Gonna hit Queens. Oh, that's beautiful Bios over there, connecting a lot of them with the enemy units. Just gonna throw a couple of them as exit Bios. Oh my god, a nice Bios there. It's going to, at the end of the day, as the dust settles though, we have 31 roaches killed on the side of Cheese. Sorry, Cerkof, actually. Cheese killed him. I believe this is how it works. Yeah. Because Cerkof does not have Hydras. I'm trying to use the battle report as well, so I believe this is the WTO one. No, this is the simple Observer plus, or at least Observer plus, something along those lines. Let's see, a couple of lurkers are already added to this, but these are Lairtech lurkers as far as I know. Yeah, by the looks of it. Yeah, Infestation Pit is not taken a second time accidentally. Oh, it's gonna eat a couple of Bios. Now, a Roach Ravager is not necessarily the worst thing that can face Roach Hydra Lurker. No, these Bios are actually connecting it. They are really nice. I believe the first player who goes to Hive will actually have the advantage in the ZVZ. And that is Cerkof in this moment, as he's gonna have the Viper advantage. Vipers are going to be extremely good. Bit of a lurker run by coming in. Let's see, do we have any kind of... We don't have any kind of detection at home. Cerkof could potentially go into a base trade, I guess. He's not that healthy in terms of army supply, but he has a lot of army. Let's see. Okay, never mind. It doesn't have that much. 17 roaches on the way. That was a lot of larvae. He still has more larvae left. Now Vipers are going to try and grab a couple of these extractors as energy fuels. And you kind of need to pull in these things. Okay, we have one more lurker over here. I mean, this is looking quite awful for Cerkof right now, because his economy is actually a lot worse than Cheese's, especially on the gas, of course. Especially on the gas. Now, Cerkof needs to rally into gases, that's for sure. That's what he needs right now, only gases. Only gases. Sad faces all over the place. We've seen complaints about maps and all that stuff. Let's see. Yeah, the Vipers, but the Vipers have not been used so far. And Hive is just about now completing for Cheese. Cerkof is actually doing a really good version over here. Blinding Clouds are actually being dropped. A couple of Bios though, but this fight is okay. Never mind. I thought this fight is gonna look a lot better for Cerkof, but it's actually not the case. He's gonna have to run away as fast as possible. Obviously, it's gonna be quite difficult to fight that army over there. Now let's see. Lurkers are just now on the way. We need a couple of Hydras as well. The problem is, once again, the gas bank is not huge. You need 100 gas per lurker. And how many lurkers do we have left? No lurkers left. Cheese went back into Roach Ravager, which is an interesting call. And honestly, I don't actually mind it. If you ask me, I don't. Because I think it's not bad. Obviously, lurkers are going to be quote-unquote useless against blind clouds. Now let's see, does Cheese have enough over here? Oh, a couple of bios will land, and now once again, the blinding clouds are landing. Oh, but even a couple of overseers are falling. Let's see, a couple more bios just trying to hit and connect with the targets, but I think Cheese has enough over here and could go, could go for a GG push, and that is going to be the case. Cerkof will tap out, and Cheese will take game number 1. And we jump into Amphion. And right away in the top left side, we are looking at the main base of our blue Zerg. Let's see if we can come back and make it an even deal over here. Cerkof. And let's pull into the bottom left side of Amphion. We are looking at our orange Zerg, who was sort of behind, then ahead, and behind, then ahead, behind in tech, behind in army, then ahead, then behind. You know the deal. ZVZ stuff. But he managed to close out that game with basically just, you know, fighting in more decent positions, at least in my opinion. And in the end, closing it out, it's none other than Cheese. It's quite funny that his name is actually suggesting that he would actually cheese. Unlike Cheeser Girl, Cheeser Girl cheeses. Like, she's cannon rushing, she's playing DTs, cannon rushing to DTs. You know the drill. Those type of shenanigans. Disruptors, Immortals. As a follow-up, anything that is pure cheese. So yeah. But we have a ZVZ over here, and so far, once again, we have the same mirrored opener. And by the looks of it, both players are going to stick to their openers. Now, last time, Cerkof went for a Lingbane pressure type of bust thingy. And yes, that is the exact terminology. Believe it or not. If you don't believe it, just go look it up. No, don't actually. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, we are actually kind of pleased that we see at least like varying playstyles, right? Third base is gonna be taken by both players. All right, Bailing Nest coming in on both sides. Once again, it's a mirrored matchup, not just a mirror matchup, but mirrored playstyle and matchup. But once again, last game, it was this moment when everything just deviated. And we've seen Cerkof pull ahead just a tiny tad bit. These 4 Zerglings are moving around the map. Not too much of a... Not too much information here on either side, so... We have more links coming in, and we have Lingbane once again, just trying to make it quick enough. Oh, but there's a couple of Bailings over here. It's gonna keep these links away, far away. We could potentially afford more Bailings on the side of Cerkof, but the question is, when is it gonna be too many Bailings? Oh, this could be nice. It's gonna pull back one single Bailing. Okay, that's not bad. 2.5 Bailings for one. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, yes. Okay. Cerkof is actually doing quite nice stuff. Not sure why that did not count, but So far we have 70 Zerglings falling on the side of Cheese. Just quite amazing, to say the least. And the third is literally just used as a macro hatch. And 10 drones on the side of Cheese is gonna pull ahead. Question is that an overkill or not? I think he needs to be careful not to overdrone, right? Heroku always says allow yourself to overdrone, die to whatever you're facing, and watch the replay, see where you should have cut. Where's the point where you literally just overdrone? Approximately. That works on ladder. But it doesn't work in the tournament. In the tournament you only have so many games to play, so when you're already up one game, I get it, you're more comfortable. But it should be actually a calculated risk, right? The risk that you're taking. Right, so once again, roaches. This time around though, Cerkof is a bit faster on that boss one. But it's behind on the lair, so road speed is gonna be very far away. Now I'm curious if we're going to see any other tech, as Cerkof has the money for it. Gonna see 9 roaches. Are we gonna see mutas though? We have all 4 gases. Could take the 9 gases as well. A bit of a link drop here coming in for Cheese. Okay, Dropper Lord gets denied. Now this Overlord is gonna die for sure. Roach and single. Oh no, never mind. Roach and Bane duo attack. Right, let's see. And this time around, I truly believe that Cerkof has the advantage, as he has +1 already. Oh, a bit of an anti-timing cure on the side of Cheese, because he had +1 on the way and just now finishes when half of the army is already dead. The rest of it is basically occupied with this third hatchery. That's quite unfortunate. Queen will pop and will die instantly. That's also kind of unfortunate. There'll be 2 roaches, supposedly. Let's see. What's Cerkof having up? So we have 10 roaches versus 22. And this is looking quite wild, honestly. Oh no, this is looking extremely wild here on the side of Cheese. And Cerkof is bleeding out units left, right, and center. And he's really, really far behind. I can see that. He is literally just trying to survive here, but maybe he can be able to push it back, but yeah. It's gonna be a 9 roach advantage. We clean up the rest though. It's kind of wild. This expansion shouldn't have finished, I guess. Maybe Cerkof is banking on the fact that he might just win the fight there and just move over to that base, but it's not gonna be enough. Okay, Cheese is moving down on that ramp, but it's not gonna be a good idea. Now Cerkof has reinforced himself with a lot of units. We don't have any other tech but roaches, and +2 is going to kick in for Cerkof quite fast. And we're going to see the good old roach versus roach. roaches are going to move in. Potentially even to the natural node. By the looks of it, not. I'm not sure what Cerkof's plan is. Kind of want to see where's the army of cheese. That's the question. There it is. We have a lot of army supply. Oh, there we go. 12 roaches are morphing. A couple more have morphed from just now. And now up to the count of 16, while 9 roaches are going to be the very distant reinforcements. Now Cheese, of course, has to keep his army together somehow. He needs to try and get the... No. Try and get those roaches, you know, just to attack them and just pull back. Right, he's gonna... Oh, he's moving in, and this looks okay, but soon I'm trying to see if Cheese has a comeback over here, which could be the case. Sacrifice 2-1 versus only +1. All right. Once again, Cerkof is just pushing, is trying to force the issue. But honestly, there's not that many roaches moving across the map at the same time. So the problem with the Zerg reinforcements is they come from different angles. They come from with random timings. You know, like you need to like gather your stuff and then try to rally and, I don't know, surround or something like that. Guess you can do that if you have enough. But finally, the fourth base is gonna go down on the side of Cheese as well. Both players are playing their hearts out, and Cerkof could be the one to actually break the 3-0 curse. After this game, I need to open a window. Once again, checks the high ground. Do not have any surprise hidden bases. Hidden from his playing site, obviously. Right. Ooh. Going to hit a couple of bios, but those bios are staggered, like not exactly great, and still it's gonna have enough due to the supply advantage. And Cerkof will equalize the series, bringing us to game number 3 with a score of 1-1. And for the third map, we're gonna look at a game of Ghost River. And I'm curious what these players are going to play on this one, as this is probably the smallest map in or the shortest rush distance and everything. It's the smallest for sure, and it's probably the shortest rush distance, I want to say. I can't remember which one the ESL admins say, but yeah. Let's see how it is gonna go as we are looking at the main base of Mr. Cerkof, our blue Zerg, and is gonna go for a early pool, early gas. His opponent going for a no hatch, no expansion type of early pool, early gas. It is Cheese, finally living up to his name. Let's see how that is going to go. I think it was a sort of a 13-12, maybe a 12-11. I believe it was a 12-11. Trying to think, so you go 12 gas, 11, and you have 10 more. And then you go up to 13. I think, yeah, you go up to 13. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I suppose when you get the Balius as well, which looks like it. Yeah, it's going to be the fabled 1211. Alright, the links are moving in, but the Balings are going to be the crucial part of this whole thing. Oh, let's see the connections. Oh, this could be big on the side of Cheese. It's gonna have 2 more Balings. Oh, decent spread here, but it's gonna lose a couple of these drones as they were softened up. The spine is not a bad idea on each base, so obviously you have to sacrifice 2 workers for that, which is kind of painful sometimes. I just had to wave to Charlie. At this point for months, he did not want to use his bed. And he now... I put it in the hallway because I needed some space in a corner. And now he's using it. Good old Charlie. I love that cat, honestly. A special cat that is producing not the fog of war, but the cat of war, or the fog of cat, as we already kind of made it clear. All right, couple more. Well, I want to say that Cerkof is ahead because he had the second base a lot faster. He managed to defend quite nicely, but Cheese is not, I suppose he's not extremely far behind, but yeah, he's not in a good position, that's for sure. It's in a worse position, and I'm curious how Cerkof is going to handle this. The bad thing for Cerkof, I believe at least, is that wait, did he lose a queen? No, he didn't. Okay, so I did not make a second queen, which could obviously make it a lot worse on it in some situations. Okay, one Baling is going to move in, but these links are going to dodge that one Baling. That is absolutely nice. Oh, let's see. Okay. It's going to... Oh, that is not bad. He's going to actually blow up 2 Balings for 3 Zerglings. And he has roaches on the way. Most likely. He's gonna have the lair is finishing, so... I'm curious if he's going to go for it. I mean, it's gonna have the 3rd gas as well. Is he gonna go 2 base muted? That's the question. Are we gonna see 2 base muted? As I don't see roaches. Okay. It's gonna go for +1 missile. So it's gonna be roaches once again. Probably feels like 2 base muter is too risky, which I can totally understand, that's for sure. Alright, he's moving in with the Overseer. Imagine when you already see it on the minimap and you know what that is based on the speed as well. Alright, another Overseer. Okay, he's gonna move in. He's gonna check behind the natural as well. I don't think he saw the lair, right? No, he didn't. He doesn't know about the roach horn. We'll know about this whole thing. Okay, never mind. All right. Okay, he's gonna click on it. Evo chamber. Nice scouting here on the side of Cerkof. He's gonna see that there's... I believe he saw that it's 3 gases, right? Yeah, saw 3 gases.
Met the enemy in combat.
Oh, he's potentially, maybe he's going to be able to scout this extra base. Doesn't know about the 3rd though. Okay, that's kind of wild. Let's see, he sees roaches. Okay. Oh, he's going to see this space. There we go. And he's gonna see the third as well. Oh, wait. It's getting cancelled. Okay. Oh. All right. Oh. That was so clutch from Cheese, by the way. Yeah, actually, literally just canceled it instinctively, honestly. You know, like he realized that he cannot hold it, and he didn't even like wanted to deal with it. Sometimes that's smart, but does he have enough here? I mean, this extra macro hatch will have to kick in at some point, but a couple of roaches will be able to do some damage here. It's gonna be 4 workers falling, but all the army just pulls back. Oh, this is not great for Cerkof. Honestly, Cerkof needed to push. Most likely that was his best play. Now the good thing is for Cerkof is road speed and +1 are super far away for Cheese. I would still want to see the actual what you call it. Now there's the rally point. I still want to see the push from Cerkof, honestly. Oh, and a Nidus network on the way. And we're going to have, oh, Stropper Lord. Okay. It's great for base trading as well, I suppose, but there's Nidus. I mean, Cerkof is going to see it, but oh, does he actually see it? And I think he's going to be quite surprised when he hears that Nidus noise. Okay, Queen Roach moves in. Do we have anything more in this? Nope. Not gonna be the case. And once again, Cerkof could just send back a couple of these units, and it would be pretty much enough. The only issue here is that Cheese has all of his queens with this push. Now a huge blob of roaches are moving across the map, and honestly it wouldn't be stupid to actually drop a Nidus in the front just to add quicker reinforcements. They just kind of negate that defend disadvantage, sort of. Right. This is looking honestly quite confusing. Oh, Cheese eating once again some nice bios. But is it going to be enough? No, it's not going to be enough for Cheese, as he has to tap out. He fell behind enough in the early game, and I guess Cerkof was in a better position, so manages to take himself back and even just forcing a equalizer. Now he takes game number 3 and he's up on his match point. And for our 4th map, we are visiting Oceanborn. Let's see how these two players are going to approach this matchup, as we continuously have the knife fight in a phone booth. The game starts out standard or not so standard, and it ramps up at some point regardless of the opener. Now spawning at the top left side of Oceanborn, we are looking at our blue Zerg's main hatchery. This is Cerkof on match point. His opponent is a Zerg that tried to live up to his name, and now potentially going to go for something that is quite the opposite of his name's meaning, aka macro. But nonetheless, it is Cheese. Okay, by the looks of it, there was a pause here. Happens to the best. Okay, by the looks of it, this is literally the standard opener. 16 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool. Even just pulling into gas, not sorry, rallying into gas, not even pulling into gas. So yeah, this is extremely standard on both sides. Like there's literally like 1 second differences here and there, but that's not really a difference, right? When it comes to these type of openers, later on it could be the difference. 1 second you blink and you miss a bailing and it blows up your whole army. That's how it works. Alright, third base on the side of Cheese. Cerkof is aware of this. Let's see if Cheese can defend properly. He's gonna move his queen. These 4 Zerglings are going to try and just, you know, get a bit of an edge. And there we see... Ooh, we see 4 early roaches. There's a roach one, and we have a single gas 22 worker roach cheese. This is quite interesting and quite exciting, I'm not gonna lie. And I guess based on the gas count, I would say this is gonna be somewhat of a Ravager push as well. Is it? I'm not exactly sure. We have 18 more Lings coming in. It might be Ling Ravager, honestly. Might just be the Ling Ravager. And we see the Roach Warring close to finishing, but there's only 3 Lings. 4 more Lings on the way and 1 more Queen. There's gonna be 4 Queens on the side of Cheese. Now this third base is going down, that is for sure. Cerkof is taking a third behind this, so... Does he drone? That is the question. Is he gonna drone after this? He's waiting with his larva. He has all the larva that he needs. He should make a decision, and there we go. He's gonna make units, and looks like he is ready to end this game and this series. He slipped up 1 game, and then he pulled it back all the way. This one last roach is gonna fall, and honestly, I don't think there's anything left here for Cheese. And there's the G and the GG. And Cerkof will take this series 3-1. That was a kind of interesting one. So we went with standard games that ramped up, then 2 Roach v Roach games, then we went for cheesy stuff in the 3rd game, and now the 4th game also more cheese. Anyways, that's gonna be it for the series, and it's gonna be a score of 3-1 for the player that you see on the screen, Setup AK Cerkof.